Hello there. So we don't care what you think Doctor Who is. Marvellous sight. Well done, everybody. Well done, all you admin team, and congratulations on your first anniversary on the 13th of June. Now, I've been sent a number of questions, and so I'll just get down to it and answer as many of them as I can. So, question 1, how did you get your role in Doctor Who? Well, very straightforward, really. I went for an audition. I was called about 2 o'clock one afternoon in December 2009, and I was told that I had to be at a church in Tottenham Court Road in London for about 11 o'clock the following morning, and it was snowing. Yeah, I was sent a short script, about 6 lines, and was asked to prepare, and in Lovedham, prepare means learn, so I learned 6 lines, turned up, there were 7 roly-poly actors that were seen, and I was the chosen one. As straightforward as that. Question 2. What was the best thing about working on Doctor Who? The best thing? Well, that's quite a complicated question to answer because so much about it is brilliant. I mean, working with the entire team, fantastic. But I think if it comes to a pinch, the best thing was seeing the TARDIS on set for the first time. And as most of you know, I am a Doctor Who fan, so seeing the TARDIS became quite emotional. I was surprised at it, and I found myself putting my hand out to touch it, and I almost kissed it. But I had things to do, so I was quickly moved on. Okay, so now question 3. How long have you been watching Doctor Who? Well, my recollections go back to William Hartnell. I was born in 1961, so I was 2 when Doctor Who started, but I distinctly remember William Hartnell changing to Patrick Troughton. So, you know, if not 50 years, the best part of 50 years, I have been watching Doctor Who. And question 4. Who is your favourite and least favourite incarnation of Doctor Who? That's a bit of a minefield, isn't it? No! I love all the Doctors because they've all brought something very different to the role. So I don't, under no stretch of the imagination do I have a least favourite. But I always say that Patrick Troughton is my Doctor. And that's probably because of my age. Question 5. What made you want to become an actor? That's quite a complicated one, really, because when I was at school, I actually wanted to be a music and biology teacher. I used to go to the theatre, and the pantomime I went to from a very early age, so I loved the theatre. I loved going to opera and going to plays, and I used to think, oh, how marvellous, but it never really crossed my mind to do it professionally at all. So it was just a change of circumstances, which I'll be able to answer in some other questions which I see down here later on. So the answer is, what made me become an actor is, I think, deep down, I always wanted to be one. Right, okay, so now question 6. Would you like to return to Doctor Who? If so, how would you like to return? Okay, yes, I think it's quite obvious that I'd be very happy to return as Dorian, or even as any other character, to be quite honest. And like any other actor, we all like to be in something hugely successful, and what better than Doctor Who? So the answer is yes. And how would I like to be? Well, if it's Dorian, I'd like it to be a surprise. Right, question 7. Are you surprised by all your loyal fans? Well, I'm overwhelmed by it, really, and I blush by some of the comments that are sent to me via Facebook and Twitter. Thank you all very much indeed, and I love receiving fan mail, so please do keep on sending it. For those who have not yet sent any fan mail but would like to, please contact my agent, Kim Barry, the delightful Kim Barry at Jaffrey Management. Details on my website, fisherbecker.info, and I will get round to answering everybody's eventually, but you must appreciate I do get quite a bit. Okay, so now question 8. Out of all the projects you have done, which did you enjoy most and why? I think most performers will say the project that they enjoy most is the one they're currently working on. And it's the same with me. I just love it all. I started out doing work on stage, plays and pantomime. So stage will always be my first choice, I think. But as I've got older and wiser, well, a little wiser, I think TV and film are equally as exciting. It's the whole process of working with a team and working out how your character fits into whatever project you're doing. So the real answer is I just enjoy working. Uh, there. Question 9. Which genre of TV do you like making the most? Uh, well, to be honest, I've done it all really. I've done everything from drama to comedy, quiz shows even, and I love it all. And as I said before, I think it's just the excitement of being asked and the energy that's required to try and make a project work. The answer is I love TV. Dear. Okay, right now, question 9. No, we've just done question 9. No, question 10. Sorry about that. How did you become an actor? Well, as I said earlier, acting wasn't my first choice to become. It wasn't really, didn't come to me that I wanted to be a professional actor. But I was in the civil service, and the civil service needed thinning out according to the political thinking of the day, and so a little Billy Do came around saying, if you'd like to leave the civil service, we will give you a bag of money to help you on your way. Today it's called redundancy, but way back in 1805, the civil servants weren't really made redundant, but I was offered a bag of money, so what do I do? So I decided I would go for 3 drama colleges, do the auditions, and if none of them wanted me, then I would stay in the civil service. RADA turned me down, but the other 2 offered me a place, and in the end I went to the college that had Denham Elliott as its patron, which actually, quite sheer by luck, was very good, because Denham Elliott took a shine to me, and he gave me lots of advice. He did tell me that people wouldn't take me seriously until I was about 40, and he was absolutely right. Because of someone like Denham Elliott giving me the encouragement, that helped me get on my way. Right, question 11. How hard was it to become an actor? This question I'm asked a lot because drama students today are complaining that everything is so difficult, but it has always been difficult. I didn't come from a family of lovies. The only 2 people that had any string of art in them was my grandmother, who was a very good amateur artist, and an aunt who went into fashion. Otherwise, my family were scientists or engineers. So I had no idea how to start out. I went to drama college, and they were very good at helping me build my craft, but they gave no indication of how to actually find work. But I was lucky. I bumped into people who were able to point me in some sort of direction, and I learned quite quickly that there are a small number of people in the industry who know exactly how things work, and they give good advice. There is a slightly larger group of people who are extremely well intended and encouraging, but they've got no idea whatsoever how the industry works. And then you've got a huge group of people who, to be quite frankly, are little shites. And they take advantage of people who are starting out, and that will happen to you when you start out as well. It's just, you just need to try and navigate around it. Had to provide photographs. And then when I started out, the advent of a showreel was new. So I had to find out how to put a showreel together. So the difficulties were, as people find today, money. So my advice is concentrate on getting a roof over your head, able to feed yourself, and perhaps have a little bit of money to give yourself extra classes, because once you've got that headache out of your way, you can then focus and concentrate on trying to get yourself some work. The answer is it is difficult. Luck does come along, and so be prepared. Right, and finally, question 12. What do you have to do to become an actor? Right, various people think different things, but this is what I suggest. Right? First of all, cherish your friends and family. There will be times where you'll feel blue or you'll need to vent because you feel that you've been treated unjustly. So cherish your friends and family. Secondly, we've talked about skills and crafts, but it is important to have tools of the trade as well. CVs, photographs, show reels, and if possible, a voice tape. And more important than that, all of that, CV, show reel, voice tape, photos, have to go on Spotlight. Register with Spotlight. It's the industry directory, and it's the way that agents find work. Um, if you're Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, then you'll get a phone call. But if you're not Tom Hanks or Meryl Streep, people need to know who you are and what you've done. Spotlight is the way to do it. And then above all, get another job. I know that sounds very funny. Get another job to earn money so that you can collect your photographs and your show reels and your voice tapes. And there will be long periods where you don't have any work at all. And initially your acting work will probably pay very little whilst you build your CV and your experience. But don't take yourself too seriously either. Be serious about your work, but don't take yourself too seriously. The industry is very cruel. When you come up to barriers, just lean against them and they'll eventually give way. If you run at the barriers, you'll only end up hurting yourself. Well, if you're not too depressed after that, I wish you luck. And so, we don't care what you think Doctor Who is. That's what this site's all about. And happy birthday. Good luck to everybody. Here's to the next 50 years. Bye.